Ikkaku Madarame during during the fake Karakura town arc. So he was sent to destroy one of those pillars, right? He was sent to destroy, or not destroy, my bad, to protect the pillar, my bad. He fought against Cho, one of Baragon's, fracciones. This guy was huge though, and he was like really, he was on the back foot. This is Ikkaku Madarame. Really, he has the skills of a lieutenant, and really, extra, if because like he has a bankai, but he doesn't show it because he doesn't want to be considered for any type of higher position. He likes to work for Kenpachi Zaraki. He gets enjoyment from, serving him, a guy who's beaten him in the past, and he just respects his captain's power. He ain't gonna let anybody know about his secret. We know what he did to, Edrad, one of the Arankars. But this Arankar was tough. He was considering doing it, but then he was like, all my subordinates at sea. And then they would start questioning and have ideas that I don't want them to have. So I'll, just fight in my Shikai form. And that, that kind of, downplayed him a little bit during this arc. Held him back from actually, because he probably could have beat him if he used his Bankai, if you ask me. Because it ended up being like this. Tetsuzamon came in to help him out, back him up, and then they couldn't quite get the job done, and then Komamura came in with his Bankai and finished the job. But Ikkaku Madarame, during the fake Karakura town arc, his strength's 82%, with his speed at 83%. 80% for his durability, and endurance is at 80% too, with his intelligence at 81%, experience at 84%, close skills at 83%, 77 for his range skills, and then recoups at 81% and 83 for his hacks. So his overall power score is at 81.3 during the fake Karakura town arc. And he had a decent battle against that Arankar. Giving him, real fucking issues. He was just so massive, and the damage he was doing wasn't doing enough. Now how he released his Bankai, it would have been a different story, I think. And he actually would have probably defeated him by himself. But, out of respect for his captain and his, squad or whatever, in his position, he, concealed himself, which he shouldn't have. Not during this time. But that's how it was, and that's how it is. So his overall power score is at 81.3. So be cool, Khan Corner.